Legends, assemble. Please excuse the Hikaru Nakamura S checking to see if I'm recording. Brief pause at the start of the video, but assemble nonetheless. Okay, my most solemn assemble ever. This week will be the final Bato City, and it's because I find myself in kind of a financial emergency right now. I need to take the next couple of months to find a new job and potentially, very likely, a new place to live. Um, I'm hoping right now I can have a little bit of your time go into detail about that, as well as sort of paint the picture for how we got here. For people who might be seeing us for the first time, or for those of us in the community that might not know how we got this thing started. So back in 2023, I found myself at a bit of a bad work scenario, kind of a toxic workplace. It kept going downhill. It kept going downhill, and I needed to get out. And around the same time, my mom made the decision. She's originally not from here being America. She made the decision to not live here anymore, so she was leaving the country. And so I thought to myself, hey, let me take this opportunity, quit my job, moved in with Mokuba, my younger brother, who you in the community are very familiar with, because he was still going to school. I was like, I'll live with Mokuba. We'll have a little, we'll have some fun, and we'll get life back on track. We'll figure it out. And I did take the opportunity as well to be like, well, hey, now that I'm sort of free from that previous employment scenario, let me take this time now. I had built up some savings. I want to give one of my dreams a try, and that dream being streaming. So we started up dattebato underscore, you know, and we started out with everything that I like to do. I just wanted to, share it with the world and get out there and have some fun, with Mokuba and everybody, in my circle. I had kind of been in the content creation scene, for those of you familiar with our podcast, and that was kind of our live lineup when I started was, our podcast turned live talk show, Nikki Bato, Pokemon VGC, which I was a competitor and like to showcase teams from Japan and Korea mostly, and coach people on how to perform in tournaments and stuff, and ladder and Western ladder being showdown, I guess, and cartridge being the Japanese and or Korean focused ladder because that's how they compete, but as well as a plethora of other things, but fighting games as well. Okay, fighting games, and so every week, once a week, I would play some Street Fighter 6, my first real fighting game that I kind of got into. I got to the grindstone. I wanted to get good at. I wanted to learn how to play. I wanted to be a fighting gamer, a real fighting gamer, and we were playing in a weekly beginner tournament. Myself, Madrogo, and Krebs, if you remember the crew. That was the crew, and we were playing in Solid Bones driving school tournament that took place in the Sajam server. And then at some point, Bones, shout out to Bones, decided they wanted to sort of change up their tournament format, move on to other things, what have you. And we didn't really get like a goodbye tournament, a farewell tournament. And I asked Bones, I was like, hey, would it be cool if I did a little reunion tournament, And Bones loved it, he was super cool with it. So I invited people like Jukebox John, Stinky Steve, A Hump, Strawberry, all the legends that we used to play with, and we had a great time. Shout out to Cactus Meat, I believe won it, and that was Boating School was the name of my first tournament. The sequel to Driving School. And after that tournament, I was just like, what the heck? I love doing this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the beginner tournament now from now on every week. So I just sort of picked up the mantle, and Bato City was born. But from that point, we grew from not just doing weekly tournaments for Street Fighter. We added Tekken 8 on release. Guilty Gear Strive made its way in. Rotated in Grand Blue, Fatal Fury, and as well as so many other side games that community members have put forward and run. So many awesome themed brackets, and like I said, we were typically a beginner bracket, and the end of the month we did an open bracket that I would put $100 of my own money for every game into the prize pool. And the purpose of that was, one, to reward the players, people who were grinding, sort of our heroes, our role models in the game, the people that we aspire to, reward them for their awesome performances. And another part of that was sort of to incentivize them to get here because, again, like I said, this was a beginner focused community and beginner focused tournament series. And part of that I felt was diversifying our format, diversifying who we play against so we can get better. I think that playing against people maybe above our weight class once in a while, at least once in a while, is super crucial to an exponential level up. And that was the whole reason. I always had the beginners in mind. So we had the open tournament, and so one, it was to give people a chance who graduated, and also people who were just masters above and beyond to play with us. But also it was for the beginners. I wanted us to use that as a way to get better and everything. So here's where we are. We've grown so much. We're at about 1,600 followers on Twitch, 1,500 Bato citizens in the Bato City server, and on our way to 400 subscribers at this point on YouTube, with so many other legends on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and I seriously cannot be more thankful. I uh, uh, Along that time, I did end up taking a part-time job. I was blessed to have the opportunity to work with someone who I worked with previously at a new part-time gig, and Mokuba, since finishing school, has been on the hunt for a job. But unfortunately, what's happened is that we've Mokuba and myself have been having trouble getting by, sort of operating at a loss. I haven't really gotten as many hours as I desired at my part-time job, unfortunately. And Mokuba's doing his best, trying to find some more stable work to help out and everything. So we're both trying, but unfortunately, it's not coming up. And operating at a loss, like I said, I've kind of burned through my savings. And gone very much into debt. At this time, probably about like close to 10K in credit card debt, just trying to keep everything going as far as the stream and sustaining life for us over here. And so it's really been it's been a journey, and it's kind of reached a breaking point where I have to make a change. I can't. It's not sustainable, unfortunately. And so for the rest of the year, I'm gonna just take the time to find a new full-time job, and potentially a new place to live. It's been getting really expensive to live over here where we are in Nueva York, and so yeah, so I wanted to just be transparent with you guys, and communicate that with you, and it's not like I don't want to do this anymore. It's not like I'm moving on. It's unfortunately I'm forced to do this right now, and so I hope that by sometime in 2026 I can make a return to streaming and everything. We'll figure things out, uh and I want to emphasize above all that just because the events aren't here doesn't mean the community is going anywhere. Because there's a famous Batoism over here, but the fighting games are the most important things of the least important things in life, right? They're the most important thing of the least important thing. The real treasure is the legends who play them, like you and me. Okay, and the community's not going anywhere, and that's why over the past couple months I really put a lot of effort into bolstering up, reinforcing the Discord server with awesome forum channels, the dojo we call it, where you can ask for help or VOD reviews from mentors, and just everybody sort of leverage their knowledge and experience, sort of get conversations going. So the community's not going anywhere. I'm still going to be playing fighting games whenever I can, and I'm still going to be active in the Discord community, keeping everybody posted on everything. But so I ask for one, your patience, and I ask for you guys to just like let's keep this community going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep on helping each other get better and level up in a cool, constructive way in the Discord server. And I wanted to say thank you guys. Above all, thank you so much. I've always said time and time again that Bato City was the biggest blessing in my life, and I can say without a doubt this was the best 90 weeks of my life ever. So thank you guys so much, and let's make this final Bato City a celebration. Okay, I want everybody to assemble on up and show their stuff, and let's send this thing off the way it deserves. Again, thank you so much to everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video, and Yeah, I will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern for Street Fighter Bato City, kicking off the final week of Bato City. I can't thank you guys enough. I can't say how much I appreciate you and I appreciate this community, and it means more to me than anything. So thank you guys, and and here's one last Hikaru Nakamura moment. I got to end recording. So, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I love Bato City. I love every single Bato citizen. I could name every single one of you, Iker Casillas style, by name. But I'm not gonna because it would take too long. Instead, I'll do that on stream this week. So thank you.